by luck or by chance, I think is the real answer. Most people think they plan their careers, but the actual fact is that you don't. If you're in the right place at the right time and lucky enough to get asked, you get an opportunity. I was lucky enough to be asked to join healthcare, and honestly, since day one, it has really helped me understand that there's a place in the world for all this research, for all this development that people do, because it really does save people's lives. So the two companies have, for obvious reasons, with two different chemistry sets, gone in two different directions over the years. Dow Chemical is very much focused on oral routes of delivery, so tablets and so on. Dow Corning has been more in the topical and transdermal arena. So now our challenge is, how do we bring that really broad palette of solutions and applications and two different chemistry sets together in one company in front, and place one face, if you will, in front of the customer. Silicons in the pharmaceutical industry today are used primarily in three real major areas. One is as an active pharmaceutical ingredient, which is used in anti-flatulent applications, which is really to remove gas from the inside of the body. The second major application is in transdermal drug delivery, where the silicone is used as the matrix and the adhesive for transdermal drug delivery systems. And the final major usage is in the topical arena, where we use silicones as components of creams, ointments, lotions, sprays. If there's one challenge that I come up against regularly in the industry, it's about getting people to try silicones. Because silicones are looked at in most instances as something new and something novel. And new and novel really is not seen by the regulators as something that they want to do and to associate themselves with, because it means a lot of testing, it's a lot of risk. Dow Corning has really done all of that regulatory background preparation, has an awful lot of toxicology information to be able to help the pharmacist and the regulatory people in the pharmaceutical companies overcome a lot of those barriers. So if I were to look at, in the eyes of a formulator and say two words, I would just simply say, try it. Transdermal drug delivery has for many years been looked at as a niche. A niche because I think people are wary of the fact that, here you stick something onto your skin and you expect it to help you get well, when most people are just used to taking tablets. Tablets, 4 times a day, 2 tablets, 4 tablets, 6 tablets, etc. And to take a patch and put it on your skin and then basically forget about it for a day, 3 days, even for as much as a week, people say, well, is it really working, because I can't feel anything, and so on. So it was a niche market. Today, actually, there's a lot of people, because of lifestyle, because of different types of diseases and therapies that we're trying to target, it's really becoming an option, sometimes an option of choice, especially when it comes to younger children, who obviously it's difficult to give them tablets, and to older people who unfortunately forget to take their tablets. Transdermal drug delivery has been around for quite some time. The first patch based on silicones was placed on the market in the early 80s. And that first patch was really for heart disease. So a lot of transdermal patches are used on unfortunately, chronic illnesses, where people need to be treated every day basically for the rest of their life. So the first one was for pectin angina, which is for a heart condition. But today they are mainly targeted at pain management, especially with elderly people with arthritis and unfortunately terminal patients with cancer and so on, who have a lot of pain. And rather than giving them oral dosages of very strong drugs the transdermal system is sometimes preferred. And then the other things which we work on more and more are the diseases that have recently really come to the fore. So those diseases where you have people with Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's disease, etc., where again, the caregiver needs to help the patient every single day, and they are normally elderly people who have difficulties taking their prescription medicine. And so the caregiver can put a patch on the person's back so the person can't take it off and therefore not have their treatment working and so on. So those are the types of areas where there's an awful lot of interest and work being done. There's so much can happen in 4 years. I mean, we've seen it over the past few years, the advances that have happened. I really would like to see the management of more chronic diseases being done using transdermal applications. I think there's a real chance and a real opening for silicones to be used in a lot more of topical treatments for skin disorders, given the fact that we have more pollution and more aggression to the skin based on the outside conditions, pollution and climatic things. So I do see that the whole industry in particular is looking more towards prevention rather than treatment. And I think we can come up with some solutions to help pharmaceutical companies work more on health and wellness rather than treating sick people once they get sick.